Hi everybody, today is Sunday, June 14th, 2020, 2:35 p.m., 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius. Welcome to the Bronx. I just went over the Madison Avenue Bridge and I am on 138th Street right now in the neighborhood of Mott Haven. I'm going to be doing a bicycle ride today of the Bronx. I think I'll do the entirety of the Grand Concourse. That might be an interesting video to do. Here's the start of it. I do need to make sure that it's safe to cross here. It's a little bit iffy. Even that car got a little too close to the bike lane. Dangerous intersection. Wait for this car to go past and then I think it'll be safe to go. Okay. So the Grand Concourse travels through most of the borough. I think the avenue that travels through the entire borough is Webster Avenue. But this will take me through all the way up to the area of Norwood, I believe, or Woodlawn. Those are the two most northernmost neighborhoods of the Bronx, or two of the many. But this is done during the Phase 1 reopening of New York City. This is the first weekend that New York City has opened from COVID-19. There's a gas station, $2.37 for regular. Phase 1 reopening of the economy only includes the construction, manufacturing, wholesaling, and retailing industry of New York City. So we'll get to see how the Bronx is faring with all of that just through my cycling ride of the Grand Concourse. I haven't been here since the economy reopened, so it'd be good to see what's going on here. Here's Eugenio Maria de Hostos Community College, the City University School. Here's 149th Street and the Grand Concourse. Some activity here. Got T-Mobile, Dunkin' Donuts, 7-Eleven, Burger King, Popeyes. I think all these are open with the exception of T-Mobile. It's hard to believe that 7-Eleven would be closed because they're supposed to be open 24 hours. But at these times, it's understandable why they'd be closed. All right, let's continue on this walk. Why am I saying walk? I think I'm so used to doing walks now that I'm riding my bicycle and I say walk also, but we'll continue on this ride. But there's a good amount of cars here driving on the Grand Concourse. Busier than I would think. Every time I go out, I see more and more people outside. It's good to see the city going back to life, but I really hope that the city's prepared for what's to come, because there are some cases and rumors of a second wave of COVID-19 popping up. I do think that the city is more prepared this time than the first. It's a lot more that people know about the virus now, how it contracts, and people are more educated about it now. I think that's key for people to be informed and to know all the facts. There's a warehouse here, furniture and manufacturing. That one's open. Also a construction site. Okay, I am approaching the Concourse neighborhood of the Bronx, named after the actual Grand Concourse. But this neighborhood consists of a lot of civil buildings like courthouses, and also Yankee Stadium is here at 161st Street. Look over my shoulder here and make sure no cars are coming before I make any sudden moves. Don't like it when cars double park like this. It's 158th Street. I was here not too long ago on a live video. I think it was last month. This, I believe, is a courthouse building. Yankee Stadium is only a few blocks down on River Avenue and 161st Street. You can see it right there. There's a political advertisement there. Traffic noises are coming back to New York. I think that green taxi just had the button because he felt like it. Maybe I'm getting allergic to the traffic noises as well. All right, the bike lane here starts on the Grand Concourse, so that's a good thing. And now there's going to be a service road and a main road, so at least I won't have as many vehicles competing with me and jeopardizing my safety. I know many of you always are concerned for me when I ride my bicycle. You think this is crazy to be riding in all this traffic, but I've been doing it all this time and I'm kind of used to it now. Just kind of have to gauge people, what they're going to do, and the more times you ride or out in the streets of New York, the more you can anticipate people and what they're going to do, all their actions. It is actually a very nice bicycle lane, bicycle path. I know it's one of the recent additions to the city. Looks like they're even redoing that curb there. So the city's still investing and repairing the city while all this is going on. Ice cream truck, yes. By the way, here's the Bronx Museum of the Arts. You can all enjoy the Bronx Museum of the Arts for the low cost of free. So I advise you to check out the Bronx Museum of the Arts next time you're in the Bronx, whenever they reopen, of course. That won't happen until at least phase 4. Wow, there's another competing ice cream truck here. I hope this doesn't turn into a turf war between the ice cream trucks. Like Grand Theft Auto, there was one mission where you had to take out the rival ice cream truck sellers. Oh my gosh, that combination of song tunes just sounds horrible. Here's a nursing home and rehabilitation center. Probably the most vulnerable segment of the city's population. So it's important that we keep them safe. Some lavender flowers too. You can see just the mixture of different architectural types on the Grand Concourse. You have some more normal looking buildings over here, and then you have some more buildings here which look like they've been constructed for a while. There's more brick than stone, and some designs at the top. These are kind of more blocky. Here's 167th Street. Occasionally I'll get people who have a misconception of the Bronx as being a very unsafe borough and area with a lot of crime, but generally I find the Bronx to be very safe. Most of the people here are hardworking immigrants. They just want to live, and if you're friendly to them and don't bother them, then they won't bother you. That's how it is in most places throughout the world, I think. I genuinely think that people don't want to be mean or rude to others. If they do, then, you know, it is something that troubles them, I believe. Something that makes them act like that way. There's someone there sitting on the side. I didn't want to get too close. Just because you don't know what kind of sudden movements they might make. I might trip over their shoe or something. All right, folks, I had some issues with my camera. I hope I didn't lose too much footage because it kind of beeped midway and stopped the recording. So let's continue on. The Grand Concourse kind of reminds me of Queens Boulevard in Queens. Here's 170th Street. I didn't know there were so many local elections coming up now. People out here playing music now. Watch out for random soda cans in the bike lane. They can cause serious injuries. Now the bike lane moves over to the right. What's going on here? All right, it moved to the right, now it goes back to the left. Very strange. Maybe it was an old lane marking. Or done intentionally, maybe, to let cars move into the main road. Mostly residential places. Okay. Good for that driver to let me know it's gonna come. They really should be watching out for me though. Here's the Bronx Care Hospital Center. I really like this road. It's nice and paved. Haven't really had too many issues with it with the exception of the random litter in places. There's the New York City subway B and D trains running underneath the Grand Concourse. A lot of medical offices across the street. Whoa, there's a Mount Sinai facility coming soon. Post and Parcel Worldwide Shipping Center and a rehabilitation center and dialysis facility. That must be really hard if you're a regular person who needs to get dialysis all the time and have to deal with all this travel during the pandemic. Those are the people who we need to, be very careful of and keep safe. The vulnerable population. The children are out here having fun, playing. The playgrounds are closed now, so now they're just playing on the sidewalk. Have to be a little careful here because the street is at an angle. Don't really know which side is going to go next. Okay, I guess I'll go. They have a caution light. Proceed with caution. Here's East Tremont Avenue. Okay, we have the articulated bus here pulling in front of me, going into the bus stop. The local buses are still free, and it looks like it's very crowded now. Rear door boarding only. I do find it difficult to, stick to social distancing rules while on the bus, but at least, they have some guidelines that you should stay as far away as possible. I see most people adhering to that guideline, as well as wearing masks on the bus. Whoa, I was going to pass by this car on the right. So there was a big dip in the concrete there. This is East Burnside Avenue and the Grand Concourse. This bus is still behind me. I think it's safe to cross now. I don't see any traffic. This may be hard for the bus to get through. It's like really narrow here. Also with all these bumpy roads. Now the concourse is shaping up to be a very unsmooth road. Pothole there. And what's with all these cars beeping behind me? It's like they see me. Discount furniture store. A lot of local businesses here which are open. Glad to see that happening. The Beggin Triangle. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. It's hard to see the letters there on the sign. Not too familiar with this area of the Bronx. I'm not really too masterful on different sections of the Bronx, just kind of more like the regions. Right now, this is still considered the South Bronx. It isn't until once I get past Fordham Road that I'm in the North Bronx. And then you have the West Bronx, which is the area west of Jerome Avenue, I think. That's considered the West Bronx. This is the tree here. A lot of double parked cars. Look at all these places that are open. Convenience store, Kennedy Chicken, this convenience store, retail and wholesale, which is open. I saw some different fabrics inside that store. Great to see the economy opening up. Furniture store. Meat market is open as well. Many locally owned businesses here, family stores. Great to see that they survived. Unfortunately, there are many casualties from COVID-19. The damage to New York City's economy was very great, but I'm certain that it will get back together in no time. Here's 187th Street, and coming up is Fordham Road. Fordham Road is the Bronx's busiest shopping street. Okay, let's cross. We'll get to see if the Bronx is out shopping today on Fordham Road. This is where most of the retail stores are. Ice cream store, ice cream truck. You know what? I think I will go on to Fordham Road. Wow, look at all the people on Fordham Road, folks. I have not seen it this busy since before the pandemic. Jimmy Jazz is open. Wow. They're just bringing orders to the front, I think. Wow. You never would have thought there was a health crisis in New York City if you would look at this in the Bronx. Finish line says closed. A lot of places here, they have their shutters down, but I guess there's still activity in here. Out in the sidewalks, people are setting up on the side here. I saw people selling clothing, masks, health supplies. So people are hustling, folks. They're doing what they need to do to live and survive in life. I don't blame them too. People want to go out and live. Here's a jewelry store. Premium City jeans. I gotta be extra careful here cycling because there's a lot of people, activity, opening car doors, all that kind of stuff. Wow. Even bad traffic decisions now, too. Yo! Hey! What is going on here? Revel Scooter Gang. Old Navy. I guess they're open maybe, Old Navy. Huh. McDonald's open. It is lively on Fordham Road, folks. Very, very lively. People waiting in line even outside the retail stores. All right, folks, I think I'll turn around now because this is most of the retail activity on Fordham Road. There really isn't much down there. I really came here just to see the shopping area. I'll resume my cycling ride up the Grand Concourse, but folks, it is unbelievable to see all these people out. It's great to see New Yorkers out and living now, especially with the music too. Oh, I think the cops need to make it through this traffic jam now. Gotta really huff my way up this hill. As long as you go slowly and people know where you're going, that should be fine. Here's Bryant Park. People out here hanging out, relaxing. There's more people here in the Bronx than there are in Manhattan, at least on Fordham Road compared to like Fifth Avenue. I know it's very ironic to say that, but all the activity has returned to the outer boroughs. The core of Manhattan still has suffered tremendously. A lot of Midtown Manhattan's economy and downtown deals with the tourism industry. Over here is where more of the local shop. Wow, can you say $1, $1, $1 faster? All right, folks, let's continue on Grand Concourse after we hear this ice cream truck jingle for a little bit. All right, let's go. Hope you enjoy that slight little detour on Fordham Road, but I really want to know how the business district is doing, especially here in the Bronx. I also see some stores here have some lines outside. This one for this deli. Here's a historic house in the Bronx. Poe College. Wow. Amazing that this house like this that exists in New York. Seems like it's from the colonial era. Most likely in reference to Edgar Allan Poe. Don't know the history behind that cottage, but very interesting that there's a Poe cottage on the Grand Concourse on Kingsbridge Road. I think Kingsbridge Road, that name refers back to the British colonial area. Why do I say colonial area? It's colonial era. Kingsbridge sounds like something that is English. A lot of Bronx's streets are in reference to its past. There's another road up here called Gun Hill Road. That one's called because they used to put artillery cannons at the top of the hill. hence the name Gun Hill Road. All right, let this car pass. Whoa, this car's got angled tires or wheels. Seems like ice cream trucks are very popular in the Bronx. Even so much that they have competing ice cream trucks. What are these people doing? Just crossing in the middle like that. They DGAF. Please, folks, look for traffic responsibly. Here's Bedford Park Boulevard. Seeing this street lets me know that I'm deep in the Bronx on the northern end. I think this is the last stop on the B train, Bedford Park Boulevard. Wow, there's a lot of people outside that funeral home. If someone did pass away there and they're respecting them, I want to extend my condolences. It must be very hard now to host a funeral now with all the rules in place with social distancing and health issues. All right, folks, my camera had issues again. Hopefully it doesn't happen anymore. I turned it off, turned it back on, and hit the record button, so hopefully that solves the issues that I was having, but who knows. But this is 204th Street. I'm almost done with the Grand Concourse. I think once I get past 205th will be the end, pretty much. Van Cortlandt Avenue. Van Cortlandt Park is down there, not too far. And folks, I have reached the end of the Grand Concourse. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button because it was a while to get down here. Comment down below, and I'll see you all next time, folks. Take it easy, everyone, and bye-bye to you all. See you later.